Hello there, beautiful soul. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be really just chilling. You can do this in bed, you can do it on the couch, you can do it wherever you are. If you are able to get outside today, and that is within what's being allowed in your country or your state or region at the moment, please do go and get some sunshine. Soak up some vitamin D, listen to the birds, listen to some insects, to the breeze, just listen to Mother Nature and the rhythms that she has. Maybe even listening to the rain if it's raining outside. If you can't get outside, even just sit in some sunshine, bathe in the sunshine through a glass window, or just close the eyes and find your own internal sunshine. We're going to be doing a self-massage, which a lot of people may never have done before. It's something that I personally love to do in my own practice and in my own downtime, because I know how much it helps to just really connect to yourself and to give yourself pleasure, and to understand that you don't need to be continually seeking for pleasure or satisfaction or happiness externally. We are more than capable of giving that to ourselves as humans, and so that is what I plan on doing, especially at times like these when we're stressed, we feel like we have no control, and we feel rather helpless. One of the main things that we want is a hug. You just want to be able to go to the people that you love and say, hey, I'm having a hard time. Can we have a heart to heart? Put your chest against mine. I just need to be held. And unfortunately, at the moment, that's the very last thing that we're allowed to be doing, is being in such close proximity to other people and sharing germs and stuff like that. So it's important to be able to give ourselves a hug. And to me, that's what a self-massage is. To begin with, I want you to find a comfortable seat, close down the eyes, and begin to roll the shoulders up towards the ears. Inhale. Exhale, drop the shoulders down the spine, down to the earth. Exhale. Deep breath in, shoulders rise to the ears. Exhale, shoulders drop away. Keeping the eyes closed, relaxing the hands down to the thighs, to the knees, or just into the lap, wherever's comfortable. We'll connect to the breath in the belly. Rather than trying to run away from the silence and the solitude like you normally would, at the moment we're almost forced to spend time with ourselves, to look within. And it is coincidentally, I actually don't think it's a coincidence. I think everything happens divinely and intentionally and with purpose. It's become an opportunity for us to really delve in, to understand, to listen, to acknowledge, and to honor the sacredness of our own hearts. Take a deep breath in. And you're releasing, breath out. Take the thumbs and place them into the base of the left foot. And just start to massage around the soft padding of the foot. It's kind of like DIY reflexology. So you'll find the parts of the feet that are a little bit more tense and uptight than other parts. Parts where pressure feels a little bit more intense. maybe in a good way. Maybe you need to spend some time and ease your way into it. And work the thumbs up towards the base of the heel. Keep pressing in with the thumbs. Maybe even work your way around the back edge of the heel and up towards the Achilles tendons. You can grab the Achilles in between the thumb and the index fingers. And then walk the fingers and the thumbs back down towards the ball of the foot. The padding just beneath the toes. And then maybe gently pressing the thumbs into the base of all 5 toes on the left foot, one at a time. Just noticing how nice it is to give yourself exactly what you desire and what your body needs, rather than expecting someone else to assume or just to know what you want. To be able to give that to yourself, to be able to gift it to yourself. And then work the hands and all fingers up onto the top of the left foot. Pressing into the base of each toe. Up towards the ankle joint. And then up along the calf and the shin. I like to use my thumbs on the calf muscle at the back of the leg. And then all 8 fingers on the front edge, massaging the shin. Really get into the muscles here. And working your way up towards the knee. The thumbs can come to the top of the knee and the forefingers underneath. And I stay closed down as you work the fingers up into the lower thigh. The upper thigh. Inner and outer thigh. The outer hip on the left hand side. Maybe even into the glute. And then coming back to a comfortable seat. Eyes stay closed down. Resting the hands back onto the knees, the thighs, or into the lap. Take a deep breath in, expand the belly. Exhale, release. Noticing any shifts and changes in the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body. And then we'll go to the other side, taking the thumbs and pressing them into the base of the right foot this time. Pressing as firmly or as gently as you like. Maybe just becoming curious about how it might feel to press a little bit harder or a little bit softer. A childlike curiosity, I like to call it. And working the thumbs up towards the padding on the heel of the foot. Maybe even up into the Achilles on the right side, pinching the Achilles between the thumb and the fingers. And then working the thumbs back down along the sole of the foot towards the soft padding beneath the toes. maybe along each individual toe towards the very tip. And then working on top of the foot, where your shoelaces would touch. Up into the ankle joint. And into the calf and the shin. Moving the muscles around. Using the breath to ease into any areas that are a little bit more tense than others. And again, just realizing how nice it is to be able to gift yourself this time, this space for pure self-pleasure and enjoyment. Self-pleasure has been given a bad reputation, I think. Working the hands up into the knee, the front and the back, and into the low thigh. A lot of people assume that self-pleasure needs to be sexual, and it doesn't. It can just be sensual, using the senses to find something and enjoy doing something that just feels good. The front and the back of the thigh, the inner and outer thigh, up into the glute on the right hand side, and back through center, finding stillness and noticing how heavy the arms are. Noticing how relaxed the body has become. How still the mind is. And what a peaceful space you have created within yourself, as well as the energy around you. Taking the hands now, place both hands on the belly. As you inhale, you'll expand the belly to hug the belly into the hands. And then once the belly's full, the breath can move up the torso into the chest. And then exhale, softly release it back out, and the belly will move back in towards the spine. Inhale, expand the belly into the chest. Exhale, soften and let it go. One more just like that. And let it out. Now take the hands and place them on the rib cage on either side of the ribs. Now as you breathe in, I want you to breathe into the hands and make them move apart from each other so the rib cage expands. Exhale, release. The torso and the body softens. Inhale, expand the rib cage. Exhale, soften. Last one. Exhale. Now I invite you to bring one hand to the belly and one hand to the heart space. Firstly, breathing into the belly and then into the chest. And then letting go of the chest and then the belly. Inhale, belly goes out. Chest goes up. Exhale, chest goes down. Belly goes in. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. And let it go. Come back to neutral. Now we're going to do the same thing to our hands and our arms. Taking the right thumb and placing it into the palm of the left hand. You can choose to either press in as if you were making a dot painting around the palm, or you can choose to create lines starting from the base of the palm near the wrist and then extending up towards the fingers. Feel free to change hands. The left thumb goes into the right palm and the same thing on this side. So we hold a lot more tension in our hands than you would think. Around the edges of the hands, down near the wrist, and that fleshy part of the palm. And allowing yourself a self-massage like this, and to relieve that tension. It may well be the first time that you've ever even realized that you hold tension in this part of your body. And taking the thumb and the index finger, maybe you'd like to pinch the skin, the webbing in between the thumb and the index finger. So this is very intense, and it may even make you feel a little bit nauseous or sick, but it eases, and when it eases, it relaxes everything in the body. Relax the shoulders, relax and soften the belly, become heavy in the hips and the legs. And as you keep holding this pinch and squeezing the area between the thumb and the index finger, it will eventually soften and ease out completely. You can change sides, doing the same thing to the other hand. Relaxing the muscles in the fingers and the palm. And then we'll work our way up the arms. Go for the left wrist, the left forearm, up past the elbow, into the upper arm, getting the thumb and the fingers in between the muscles in the arm, the tricep and the bicep. And then working your way around, so all four fingers of the right hand come around into the shoulder of the left hand side. Allow the left hand to hang heavy, and maybe even drop the neck and the head across to the right shoulder as you then begin working the fingers around the shoulder muscle, up into the neck, And then up the neck into the base of the skull on the left-hand side. Let out a sigh. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Even louder. Inhale. Be audible, let it go. And then let's swap sides. Using the left thumb and fingers into the right wrist, the right forearm, past the elbow, into the upper arm, really getting in between any of the juicy spots that you find and feel. Out into the shoulder, and taking all 4 fingers to the back of the shoulder. And working your way up into the neck, and again allowing the head to drop down towards the left hand side this time. And using all the fingers to get into the back of the neck and the base of the skull on the right hand side. The right arm becomes heavy and relaxed. And then coming back to center, relax the arms down, rest them in the lap. Take a deep breath in. And you're releasing, soft breath out. Take both hands now and massage into the base of the skull, up the back of the head, towards the crown of the head. And then maybe using all of the fingers, web them apart, create spider-like massage movements with the fingertips into the skull, the scalp. Maybe mess up your hair a little bit. Give yourself permission to get a little bit messy. You don't always have to be so restricted and perfect. People can be like, what's up with your hair? And you'll be like, oh, I just had the best self-massage. Feels so good. And then working the hands into the forehead, along the forehead, and down into the temples. Along the forehead. I like to use all of my fingers here. Thumbs go up to the sky as you start from the inner forehead and then work the fingers out with a lot of pressure towards the temples, and then creating circles around the temples. You can put the fingers into the eye socket, under the eyebrows, inner eyebrows. And then just where your eyebrows start, we hold a lot of tension here too. So I want you to place the thumbs onto the top or the start of both eyebrows, and then press in really firmly. Breathe in. Breathe out and soften. Inhale. Exhale, use the breath, relax. And release the thumbs and continue to massage around the forehead. Maybe down into the sinus. So the inner and upper nose, and then under the eyes. down into the cheekbones, and then drawing lines with the fingers from the base of the ears down towards the lips, along the jawline. And taking the fingertips and the thumbs and gently just pulling at the ears, pulling the earlobes away from the face, away from the head. And then softly just grabbing the earlobes, tickling the earlobes with the fingertips and the thumbs, and just noticing the velvet touch, the sense of softness of the earlobes. And then releasing the hands down back into the lap. Two deep, long, slow breaths. Inhale. Fill up. Exhale, release. On this last one, inhale fully, and we'll hold at the top. Hold the breath. Keep holding, relax the shoulders away from the ears. Feel the heart beating in the chest. And then exhale, open the mouth, let it go. Gently blinking open the eyelids. And that, my friends, is a very simple, wonderful, and beautiful self-massage. It's something that you can do anytime, anywhere, on public transport even. Maybe not while you're driving a car. But definitely when you're in quarantine or self-isolating, social distancing, these kind of self-pleasuring things can be so nice to just self-indulge in. And why not? I mean, when you've got time on your hands, what else would you rather be doing? That is all. Enjoy.